On a chilly winter afternoon, Lena huddled behind the counter of her tiny bookstore, watching the snow swirl outside. Business had slowed to a trickle, and she worried about paying next month's rent. Despite the biting cold and her own concerns, she managed a warm smile whenever a rare customer stepped in. Late in the day, an elderly man shuffled through the door, his coat frayed at the cuffs. His cheeks were ruddy from the cold, and he avoided Lena's gaze as he browsed the shelves. After a few minutes, Lena noticed him hovering over a small, tattered paperback, the only copy of an out-of-print novel. Though the price was modest, the man seemed hesitant. Sensing his struggle, Lena approached quietly and struck up a conversation, asking if he was searching for something in particular. His voice trembled as he explained the book had once belonged to his late wife, who had read it often. He'd lost his own copy years ago in a move and had spent ages trying to replace it. Every bookstore he visited either didn't have it. Touched by his story, Lena placed the book in his hands. "Here," she said gently. "Take it. It's on the house." The man's eyes shone with surprise and gratitude, but he insisted on paying something. He dug into his pocket and produced a few coins, leaving them on the counter with shaking fingers, before shuffling back into the snow. Later that evening, as Lena closed up, she found a handwritten note tucked behind the register, apparently left by the man. "Your kindness brought me more warmth than any coat could today. Thank you for reminding me that compassion still exists. I'll never forget this." In that moment, Lena realized that her store, small and struggling though it was, had transformed into a place of solace for a stranger. The few coins on the counter were far less valuable than the hope the man's gratitude offered. Her heart felt lighter, fueled by the knowledge that genuine compassion doesn't merely cost us, it enriches us all.